My beloved brothers and sisters, sometimes you find yourself scrolling through your phone late at night, tired but unable to sleep. You're not really looking for anything, just trying to escape your thoughts, maybe distract your heart for a few moments. The world feels overwhelming. Things you prayed for still haven't happened, and the things you feared have already arrived. Life feels like it's moving without you, and your heart is quietly breaking under the weight of unspoken worries. Then suddenly a video pops up. A voice speaks words that pierce straight through the noise. Maybe it says, "Don't give up. Allah hasn't forgotten you." You freeze for a moment, staring at the screen, wondering how something so random could sound like it was meant just for you. But deep down you know, it's not random. It's a sign from Allah sent exactly when you needed it most. We often underestimate how intimately Allah knows us. We forget that the one who created our hearts knows exactly what they need to hear. When your heart starts drifting, when the fire of your faith begins to dim, Allah doesn't abandon you. He calls you back, not always through loud miracles, but through gentle reminders placed perfectly in your path. It might be a verse that appears while you're scrolling, a random person's words, a song that makes you tear up, or even a situation that forces you to pause and reflect. Every one of these is part of His design. He knows when you're slipping into darkness, when you're losing direction, and He sends you a spark, a sign to lead you back toward His light. Sometimes we call these coincidences. We say, "Oh, what are the chances?" But in truth, there are no chances in the plans of Allah. Every reminder that reaches your heart was written to reach you. Maybe you are asking Allah for guidance silently without words. Maybe you were too tired to even pray, but your heart was still whispering in its pain. And in that moment, Allah responded, not through thunder or dreams, but through something you would recognize. That one video, that one line, that one moment that felt too perfect to be random. We live in an age where distraction is everywhere. The noise of the world is constant. News, entertainment, gossip, endless scrolling. It's easy to get lost in it. But even through this digital storm, Allah still finds ways to reach His servants. You could be scrolling through hundreds of meaningless posts, and then suddenly something appears that stills your heart. It's not because the algorithm knew you needed it. It's because Allah knew you needed it. He wrote for you to see that reminder at that exact second in that exact way. And when it touches your heart, when it brings tears to your eyes, that's your soul recognizing its Lord's voice. Think about it. How many times has something come into your life right when you were about to give up? A message, a call, a verse, or even a stranger's kindness. These are not accidents, these are signs of divine care. Allah says in the Quran, "And we will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth." He shows us His signs not only in the vastness of the universe, but also in the quiet corners of our hearts. When something resonates deep within you, when you feel an unexplainable pull toward goodness or reflection, that's a sign that Allah is still reaching out to you, even when you've been distant. Many people wait for big dramatic miracles, the kind that split seas and move mountains. But Allah's mercy often arrives in whispers. It comes through the people you meet, the words you hear, the tears you shed when no one's watching. Sometimes it comes through pain, because even heartbreak can be a sign. When Allah removes someone from your life, delays something you wanted, or allows you to face a trial, it's not punishment. It's His way of guiding you toward what's truly good for you, even if you can't see it yet. And then, when you're sitting in silence, wondering why things had to happen the way they did, He sends you a small reminder. Maybe in a post, maybe in a quote, maybe in a quote softens. You realize that Allah never left you. You were just too distracted to notice His sign. That's the beauty of divine communication. It doesn't always come in words. It comes in timing. The story about a man who was once drowning in grief. Everything in his life seemed to fall apart at once. He lost his job, his friends, and his sense of peace. One night he sat alone, scrolling through videos just to escape his sadness. Out of nowhere, a short clip appeared. A voice said, "Sometimes Allah breaks you to rebuild you stronger." What feels like an ending is often the beginning of something better. He cried quietly because those words described his heart. That night he made dua again for the first time in months. was his sign. A reminder that Allah hadn't forgotten him. Every one of us has moments like that. Times when something speaks to us so directly that it feels supernatural. It's because it is, not in the sense of magic, but in the sense of divine precision. Allah's plan is so perfect that He arranges every second of your life with purpose. The delay in your prayer being answered, the coincidence that brought you to a certain place, the reminder that appeared out of nowhere, all of it is written. You were meant to see it, feel it, and learn from it. But the question is, do we recognize these signs when they come? Or do we scroll past them, treating them as nothing more than content? Many times Allah sends us reminders again and again, but we ignore them. We say, I'll change later, or that's just a random video. But what if it wasn't random? What if it was Allah calling you softly? One more time before a bigger test comes. Signs aren't just meant to comfort you. They're meant to wake you. When Allah gives you a sign, He's saying, I still want you close. Don't drift too far. Come back before it's too late. The truth is, we all crave a connection, a feeling that we're seen and understood. And there is no one who sees or understands you like Allah does. Even when the world overlooks your pain, Allah notices every tear that falls silently. Even when you feel invisible, He's sending you reminders that say, I know you're tired, but don't give up. Every small moment of faith you experience, every shiver, every tear, every time your heart trembles at a verse, that's not emotion, that's divine contact. That's your soul responding to its creator. And if you ever doubt that something is a sign, ask yourself, did it move your heart toward Allah? Did it make you pause and reflect? Did it bring you peace or tears that felt cleansing? If yes, then it's not random. It's your Lord speaking in a language your soul understands. Allah's mercy is not confined to the pages of the Quran. It flows into your daily life through every reminder that stirs your faith again. So the next time something reaches you at the perfect moment, a reminder, a message, a word that feels personal, don't brush it aside. Reflect. Ask yourself, what is Allah trying to tell me through this? Maybe it's time to return to prayer. Maybe it's time to let go of what's hurting you. Maybe it's time to trust again. Every sign carries a call, a gentle invitation back to the one who never stopped loving you even when you wandered away. And remember, Allah doesn't send reminders to everyone the same way. For some, it's through ease. For others, through loss. For some, it's through someone's words. For others, through silence. What matters is not how the sign comes, but whether your heart recognizes it. Because once you begin to see Allah's signs around you, in every moment, every delay, every encounter, life begins to feel less like chaos and more like a conversation between you and Him. So maybe this isn't just another video you stumbled upon. Maybe it's not just another message. Maybe it's a sign, one you were meant to see, one that Allah wrote into your day to remind you that you're not forgotten, that your story is still unfolding under His care, and that even in your silence, He is still speaking to you.